The ghosts of the past always come back to haunt you. Hey guys, before you get started, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm Stevie Nostalgia, and welcome to our spoiler-free review of the third episode of Season 2 of Titans, entitled Ghosts. Now, like we said, this is a spoiler-free review, but we are going to start doing a recap video for each episode. The link for that will be below. You should see it come up in your subscription if you ring that bell. Make sure you check those out. Now, this was another great episode. The story continues to move forward, and the characters become more understandable, and their motivations a little more clearly defined. There's a lot of moving parts in this episode, but clearly one of the main themes is unity. This isn't a team yet. This is two teams, and that weakness shows. We get a lot of development of the primary villain Deathstroke, along with his main henchman, Dr. Light. Now, we don't want to reveal too much, but I have to say, this version of Deathstroke is near perfect. He's very calculated with everything that he says, and he's clearly a man with a plan. Now, Dr. Light is played as, well, rather obnoxious, but it completely works. I won't give too many details away, but there's a great scene with Dr. Light and Deathstroke that sets up both characters in a way that you can literally just move the story forward from there. Listen very carefully to what Deathstroke says. I think it's important to the episode. Now, the three youngest team members, Rachel, Gar, and Jason, spend a lot of time together in this episode. There's a great training scene between the three of them that does cause a little bit of friction, but it does seem to seed and set up some future storylines for Rachel that relate to Season 1. There is a good bit of conflict between team members during this episode, and the fissures between the members actually lead to some defined consequences by the end of the episode. Jason Todd continues to be, well, very Jason Todd. His character drives the story forward a lot during this episode, and particularly the ending scenes. We also start to learn a lot more about Rose Wilson. I'm not really sure where they're taking this character, but there are a couple clues during this episode. There's a spectacular scene between her and Rachel. It makes you wonder what Rose's real motivations are. Is she with her father, or is she with the team? It's pretty unclear throughout the episode. Probably one of my favorite subplots of the ongoing episode is the tension between Hawk and Dove. Alan Rickson Hawk has quickly become one of my favorite characters. He's a jerk, I can relate to that. But he's looking to do the right thing, he's trying hard, and he's battling his own demons. This is explored quite a bit in this episode, and I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to end in tragedy. The addiction storyline they've tied to Hawk is pretty great. It helps show motivations and drives the character forward, and takes it a step beyond the classic origin of why did you become a superhero to why are you staying a superhero. Now there's so many things that happen in this episode, we really can't highlight them all in this sort of spoiler-free review, but all the performances are brought pretty strongly. I really couldn't find a low point in the episode, and almost found nothing to complain about. Maybe a tiny bit of a CGI gripe, but not too much. I have to really recommend this episode. I'm going to give this one another 8.5 out of 10, and recommend you check it out if you're not watching it already. What do you guys think? Are you liking the new Titans? And what would you like to see come from future episodes? Don't forget to check out our episode recap, where we'll talk a lot of spoilers, what exactly happened, and a little opinion from moi. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.